guys. Griffin McCoy, he is the man. Been wrestling for over 6 years, has toured the United States, has toured in Europe. Incredible striking ability from this young man, and Quay is in for a challenge here tonight at United We Slam.
I mean, just look at the pecs. This man is rock solid. This is somebody that's going to be a big challenge for the former AXW champion. And I have to imagine, too, if he's able to get a victory over Quay, what could this potentially mean for his rankings in that singles division?
You'd have to think that that would put him on track for potentially a match with O'Shea Edwards, possibly a match with the Heritage champion Tommy Vex. But the show of respect, and these two, Brian, they know each other rather well. They've trained together at the Catch Point down in Philadelphia. In fact, on social media earlier this week, little display of sportsmanship, and then Griffin McCoy just whispered right into Quay's ear and said, "I'm going to knock you out." He used some profanity, which I won't say here because, you know, we're a family-friendly show. But Griffin McCoy making a promise that he's looking to fulfill here tonight as he tries to dethrone the former AXW champion.
It would be really nice if we could always have pleasant feelings between our opponents, as we see the kick there. It's not quite landing.
Not quite landing. Griffin McCoy just sending a little bit of a message there to Quay. Get into his head, make him think about what he said earlier this week and what he promised to do.
Well, it would be nice if we could always have positive feelings and sportsmanship, but I have to imagine Griffin McCoy, after coming back after some time, you have to be looking at this as an opportunity, taking the arm here. He sees this as his position to get ahead in his career, in his place in AXW, on the East Indies. Like, this is big for him. But Quay, look at his agility, this body control. There's a reason he was AXW champion. There's a reason. Look
at the core strength of Quay as he gets control of Griffin McCoy. Standing wrist lock.
Oh, and being driven back.
Once again, McCoy with that hair. The flowing locks of the American Hammer. Clean break and a flex.
Top guy time. Oh, and a big slap from Griffin McCoy.
Oh, and one right back from Quay. And so much for the niceties.
We're in for a fight now. Big arm drag from Quay, catching him with that boot.
Single leg drop kick, and now picking up Griffin McCoy.
Oh, sliding out the back and out the front of the ring.
Taking, calling for a timeout, but Quay off the ropes. Oh! Dodging out of the way, yeah.
Oh, caught. And here comes Quay. Oh!
Beautiful clothesline there, using the ropes to his advantage, getting a little extra speed on that, taking McCoy down.
Slingshot off the top as he hits the elbow there, going in for a pin, and oh, not quite. We know Quay for his elbows, for being the American Hammer. Not enough to put away the top guy quite yet.
Still a lot of fight left in Griffin McCoy. Have to mention too, Griffin McCoy was not on the PWI 500, but he was listed as one to watch, and that's identified by that publication as one of the most promising up-and-comers in the world of professional wrestling. So that's on display here tonight.
I think it can only be an inevitability. Ooh, as we see a chop coming from that top guy. He'll be seeing the top of that list. He'll be seeing more opportunities, but now he's seeing the top of Quay's shoulders.
Quickly, McCoy off of that, though, with a series of elbows to the head.
Oh, catching him, maybe looking for the monkey flip, but instead deposited on the top rope. Fast pace now.
McCoy going up to that second rope, but gets pushed away by the American Hammer.
Oh, coming up tall and strong.
Sends the Hammer crashing down to the mat on the outside off that top rope. Quay rattled.
Kick. And the impressive height on that too, to be able to reach your opponent up on the top rope. Counter for counter, move for move. Quay taking a moment now to try to regain some strength as some younger members of our fans, some of the ones that took the boots to Tony Deppen earlier, get upset with McCoy.
McCoy just kicking away at Quay, trying to send a message, get into his head, establishing dominance early. Quay, I just saw, he was coughing, trying to catch his breath. May have had the wind knocked out of him from those feet of Griffin McCoy.
Sliding his way back into the ring. A USA chant breaking out.
I believe it's actually US Quay. There are some Matt Quay fans here.
That's the thing, I know every once in a while, as McCoy lays into the chest here, every once in a while, crowds will get a little rambunctious. They'll like to boo the guys that are on top, but ultimately I think you see in positions like this is where the true magnetic personality of Matt Quay gets on display. You can't help but root for him. You can't help but hope that he's a top guy, much to the chagrin of McCoy.
Well, McCoy, series of kicks there to the midsection and to the chest of Matt Quay, following up with chops. And speaking of being in a position, Matt Quay is in a position he doesn't want to be in right now, as McCoy is just taking it to him, draping him over those ropes, locked him in a headlock. Looks like he's got a hold of that hair again.
Sending off the ropes now, but the American Hammer holding on tight to that top one. Oh! And the sound of these chops, it's not those crisp ones, it's those ones with those dark, dull thuds. Oh! That you can tell it just reverberates, rattles your rib cage. Matt Quay supporting himself. Willed on now by the AXW Nation. McCoy sending him off one more time, but can't break the hammer.
The Hammer's holding on to that top rope for dear life. McCoy misses with that chop. Ow! The Hammer striking back. Sending, reversal though. Ducks under that clothesline. And now the Hammer with a clothesline of his own sends McCoy down. Quickly pops back up though, as the momentum shifts back into Matt Quay's favor.
Gathering himself in the corner, tongue wagging as he eats a splash, rolling through. Oh, and a big old forearm to boot.
Take a look at the speed of Matt Quay with a sling blade, sends McCoy down. And the Hammer's starting to feel it, Brian.
McCoy up into a dangerous place onto the shoulders of Quay, trading places now, torture rack position. Oh, onto his feet and headlock applied.
Beautiful reversal from Quay, getting out of that torture rack and a shoulder block, takes down McCoy and another.
Oh, diving down, sending him off and reversing on the whip.
Tosses McCoy to the outside and Quay through the ropes.
Tope Suicida and a beauty. Going back to the same well. Oh, open over the top rope, Matt Quay, right here in the US of A.
The height of that leap from Matt Quay over those top ropes, taking down Griffin McCoy. This is what we're seeing now from the former AXW champion.
The AXW Nation in a frenzy as the American Hammer going up, but saw that McCoy was going to be out of the way for the drop of the hammer, as we see this Tope Suicida one more time, and then over the top. Look at this. Beautiful from Matt Quay as he collects McCoy on the outside.
It might be the American Hammer, but that was US hair flying over the top rope right there.
Oh, pile driver position, trying to plant Matt Quay.
He can plant Matt Quay on that ring apron with a pile driver, but Quay fighting back.
Super kick, and now up on the shoulders once again, as we trying to get that so often, but McCoy resisting once more.
Catches the kick that time.
Oh!
Smart from Griffin McCoy, and now
catching him.
He
no,
got him up for the pile driver.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Tombstone pile driver on the apron.
And it goes without saying, Brian, the hardest part of the ring right there, the damage to the neck, to the vertebrae. And look at the smile on the face of Griffin McCoy. Very, very pleased with himself, as he should be, as the former champion is down and out on the mat outside of the ring.
This might be a count-out loss for Quay. Look at this. Head first into that apron and collapsing like a rag doll to the outside. I can't tell if he's amping himself up or seeing if he still has feeling in his fingertips. You see him cradling that neck.
Just clutching at that neck after that devastating pile driver. And McCoy just letting the referee count here.
Somehow, some way, Quay making his way back into this ring. But who knows what is left of the American Hammer as the top guy, Griffin McCoy, calls for the end.
This is the tenacity we've seen this Matt Quay. There is no quit in Matt Quay. We saw that when he challenged O'Shea Edwards in his rematch. Not willing to quit despite suffering severe damage to that lower back. Papa Quay ended up throwing in the towel. Papa Quay not here tonight though. Oh, Matt Quay on his own as Griffin McCoy unloads.
Big right hands here from McCoy. It's Matt Quay staggered, nodding, trying to get back. Oh, but diving through. Oh, returning with a right of his own.
Sends McCoy into that corner. Now Quay with a head of steam hits the splash, but McCoy follows right up with a big boot to the face.
Heading back to the same turnbuckle, diving in with a basement drop kick on Dream Street. Matt Quay, that neck devastated.
We're seeing why Griffin McCoy is the man. Dragging Matt Quay up, precariously positioned on that top rope.
He's forcing him, he's lifting him with sheer strength up until that top rope.
Oh my God!
Superflex! Cover now, Matt Quay looking at the lights.
How in the world did Matt Quay kick out of that devastating superplex? If we can see that on the replay, my goodness, the height on that. Something else.
And I think that speaks to the sheer strength of Griffin McCoy. Let's see this one more time. Oh! Landing right on that upper back. God forbid that neck once again.
Back to live action. McCoy stalking Matt Quay, locking in. Looking like a full Nelson, half Nelson attempt here, but Quay trying to fight out of it. I can't believe that Matt Quay's got any strength or energy left. He's got to be running on just sheer instinct right now, Brian.
Or maybe that American dream, that AXW Nation belief. Oh, as he delivers a right hand to McCoy. Matt Quay off the ropes now. Oh, went for the sling blade again, but oh, half and half German suplex.
Just taking him down, and now for McCoy off that second rope.
Oh, drop kick to McCoy. Somehow, someway, Quay back up on his feet.
This isn't a second win, this is a third or fourth win, and Matt Quay drawing on energy. Oh, from God knows where. Going for the cover. 2. Just a 2 count.
And somehow McCoy able to find his way out of a precarious predicament. Forget a second win. This is the second coming of Matt Quay. Looking to go up to that top rope, drop that trusty hammer.
McCoy prone in the ring. Take a look at the replay.
Oh, stopped him from the hammer, up into the torture rack position. This is it. Slammed him down, power bomb position.
1, 2. Unbelievable, it's just a 2 count. McCoy can't believe it.
Matt Quay cradling that neck. I think all of our jaws are on the floor right now as he is showing exactly what he is made out of.
He has survived, Brian, power move after power move from Griffin McCoy. McCoy pulling out all the stops, unloading everything in his offensive arsenal, trying to put away the American Hammer.
That kick out too, utilizing. Now you got to think about it too. Every time he kicks out, he has to bridge up onto that neck, bridge up onto the head, just like he did.
Looks like he's trying to go for that same move he just hit, but he's trying to do it from the top rope. That could put Matt Quay out for good.
Resisting that torture rack power bomb with everything in his power. Headbutt certainly not doing his noggin any good.
Both these men fighting back and forth, perched up on that second rope there. Headbutts back and forth.
Matt Quay somehow getting the better of that exchange, if only for a moment, just to retreat.
And McCoy uneasy and uneven on those ropes. Quay comes in,
trying to get up, but we see the damage being done. McCoy doing his best to take advantage, but doesn't quite get it. Instead, sent over with a Hurricane Run off the top rope. Matt Quay up and
drops
down
the hammer.
hammer.
My goodness, 1, 2, he got him, 3 count.
We have seen the battles that Matt Quay has had against the likes of the Golden Era, the House of Cards, O'Shea Edwards. That was just as tough as any of them. As we can see here, the Hurricane Rana leading into that springboard. Look at this hammer.
Drops the hammer on Griffin McCoy. No comeback from that. Getting the 3 count, but just a gutsy performance tonight from Matt Quay, who just sustained an incredible amount of punishment, Brian. He took a beating, and he still managed to come out of here at United We Slam with the victory.